and dispersion, and we call it, brilliance and fire and twinkle and all of those things that we think in your brain about diamonds, all those top of the mind words. For years and years and years, diamond was the pinnacle. It was the end all be all. And if you didn't have a diamond budget, well, maybe you picked up some really beautiful Austrian crystals. And Austrian crystals, there's their names out there. Swarovski comes to mind. There are Czech crystals. There's leaded glass. There are a lot of companies that create beautiful leaded glass that are used in serving vessels and beverageware and light fixtures and jewelry. Austrian crystals, rhinestones are all the same. They're the same thing. They're a particular type of glass that historically had a little bit of lead added to it, which changed the refractive index. And then there was a coating placed on the back of those crystals. And while it didn't look quite like a diamond, it was a pretty good stunt double. It was a sparkle stunt double. And that was the standard for the longest time. Or if you didn't want to buy Austrian crystals or rhinestones, you simply chose, maybe you would choose white topaz. Maybe you would choose higher qualities of quartz. Herkimer diamonds have been famous for a long time because the Herkimer mine in New York produces quartz crystals that have a beautiful clarity and a really gorgeous amount of sparkle. Well, that's it. Those were your choices for the longest time. And none of those choices, none of those stand-ins, Austrian crystal, just any type of glassware, any type of other white gemstone, unless you had zircon. Zircon was pretty close, but it was very uncommon. But if you had white topaz, it was okay. And it sort of gave you the impression. It sort of gave you the ability to sort of daydream about what if. You remember those shots of Marilyn Monroe and that big, long pink evening dress with those beautiful elbow gloves. Diamonds are a girl's best friend. So they've been something aspirational for a long time. And they've been one of the things that scientists, believe it or not, have tried to unravel the chemical code for the longest time. In today's world, we have cubic zirconia, which came onto the marketplace scene in the 1970s. And boy, it was really a humdinger. It was something that really changed the ability of the consumer to get very high quality, very high refractive index pieces. But when they first came out, they were expensive. They were the latest and greatest technology. Everybody had to have one. Many jewelers, including the places where I worked, we would set them in 14 karat gold, and they would be the fake it till you make it kind of pieces. I was a jewelry shop girl in those days, back in the 1990s, and I still have to this day my cubic zirconia, 1 carat in each year, sit in 14 karat yellow gold, and I do still pull those out and wear them, and I still get lots of compliments. Then along came moissanite. Now, moissanite is something that, even though it's kind of the relative new kid on the block, when we're talking about gemstones and white, high refractive, and beautiful sparkling gemstones, they've really been around for a long time. Their chemical name is silicon carbide. And a gentleman named Henri Moissan first became aware of the presence of these teeny tiny crystals. They occur in nature in teeny tiny crystals, but he was not looking for jewelry. He was a chemist, and he was looking for a crystal that had a very high heating point and a very high refractive index. And when he discovered those first moissanite crystals in those that came from Diablo Canyon, a meteor crater, he thought he had struck diamond dirt, and he thought, this is it. It's going to go in my chemical furnace because it can tolerate a lot of heat, just as diamonds can. Well, turns out he wasn't exactly right. He hadn't discovered diamond, but he had discovered silicon carbide. At that point, because it was not common, and it was very uncommon to mine, and because it was only in those locations, all of a sudden the process kicks in, just like it had been for diamonds, and it was the race to see who could build one in the lab. The hunt for lab-grown diamonds started in the late 1880s. The hunt to unravel the secret to moissanite began in the late 1880s, and so there's been this sort of horse race behind the scenes in the world of minerals, high heat conducting minerals, between diamonds and moissanite for a long, long time. The first diamonds that came on for lab grown, the first moissanite that came into the world, were not jewelry quality, what we would consider jewelry quality. In fact, very few, the minimum amount of these materials actually show up in jewelry. And that's what makes them so remarkable. These, we cracked the code. I say we, like I was there, right? A fly on the wall, a bug in the cupboard. These are beautiful and they are remarkable, just like diamonds are, for a few different reasons. First of all, they're a 9.25 on the Mohs scale, which means they're extremely resistant to scratching. And that's very near the same property as diamond. Diamond is a 10 on the Mohs hardness scale. The hardness of this is even a little bit greater than sapphire, the family of corundum. So they're extremely durable and extremely wearable. And when you're talking about individual crystals that look like this, oh my gosh, it doesn't stop with just 9.25 on the Mohs scale. These beautiful stones have 2.5 times the fire, the sparkle, the beautiful scintillation, the dispersion of diamond. And that is a measurable characteristic in today's world. So we know, measuring these by current scientific data, we know that this is 2.5 times more dispersive than diamond. And that means that prismatic effect that diamond gives us to show up and rip up the strands of white light into its component spectral colors, this is 2.5 times more than diamond. It is not uncommon at all to see beautiful rainbow dispersion from moissanite, because that's the characteristic of these pieces. So I hope you'll stick around. And now that you know a little bit about them, I hope that you will definitely add these to your collection, because they are nothing short of stunning. Now, the main company that brought these to the attention of retail consumers, they're still in business today, and they charge a big dollars, lots of big dollars for moissanite, and they set it in beautiful jewelry. Along comes Shop LC, and we partner with some amazing cutters, high quality cutters, who produce and facet these pieces to very exacting standards. And that is where we give you top quality moissanite and beautiful in-house made creations that give you an absolute bargain on these pieces. You have a lot of choices as a consumer today. You can build a fabulous wardrobe of beautiful sparkling jewels, and you can have lab-grown diamonds and moissanite and cubic zirconia and white zircon and white topaz. I mean, listen, the glitter goes on forever. Now, this is our first one. If you want to pick up anything in the show today, there's going to be a little number that shows up right at the top of your screen, and it will say shop and a number. This is shop 1. If you're interested in this, type in shop 1 down below. We'll send you back a link to this piece on the Shop LC website, and it'll give you a full breakdown of it. We're going to go through that as we go through the show. But this one is a 120 faceted round moissanite. That's remarkable, because a regular full cut round brilliant diamond, a regular full cut round brilliant cubic zirconia, moissanite, whatever it is, fill in the blank, only has 57 facets. We have doubled down on the facets on this, and changing that facet pattern along with this superior dispersion that you get on moissanite makes this a must-have. This one is $110.49 before you type in the code LIVE25, and that's where it gets really interesting. Everything in the show today is 25% off. All you have to do is type in LIVE25 at checkout. Let's talk about savings. 110. Hold on. And you know what? I'm just going to go up to the nearest dollar. So I'm always just going to round up. So I'm just going to, for the sake of easy math, because I don't want to do dot, dot, dot. So let's just say 111. That's the next dollar. 111 times 25%. Guess what you save on this one today? You save $27.75. Okay. And that comes off right now, my friends. That means that this goes home to your mailbox for $83.25. Now, if you want to do budget pay on this, and budget pay, are there 5 budget pays?
Correct.
Four budget pays. So divided by 4. Thank you, DJ. 4 budget pays means that it's less than $21, and you get that home. And look at the elegance of that. Oh my gosh. That's obviously, I mean, so beautiful. You look at this and you don't know, is that an incredible new piece, or is that some amazing antique that you picked up at, some world-class auction house? One that comes in the full color catalog that says the property of a lady, along with millions of other pieces. The center stone is 120 facets. And then you have Madagascar red sapphire. So you've got the sunset sapphires, which are blazing ember red. They're not the same color as ruby. They have this beautiful sort of mulled wine, sort of Cabernet tint to them. So they're very, very distinctive. And you can take it home for 4 payments of, I'm just going to say $21. Please like, follow, and share. And if you're busy today making potato salad or cleaning out the grill or getting ready to mess up the grill, take us along with you on social media so you can treat yourself to some really amazing values today. Because I'll tell you, if there is a jewelry store out there that is built for the working men and the working women of this world, it is Shop LC. The LC stands for low cost. Low cost. But to me, that's not where the story ends. That's what it stands for, but it means low cost. And in my mind, it goes ... big value, huge value, and incredible designs. We design them in-house. We build them in-house. You're getting them straight from the source, my friends. So a budget pay of $21 is remarkable. And remember, there's never any interest charges. There's no credit check. There's no qualifying. You simply go to Shop LC. You'll type in Shop 1. We'll send you back the link and you can pick them up both. Now, there's an option with the beautiful red sapphires, but there are 2 other options. One, I think, has sapphire, blue sapphire, and let's see, let's check. Blue sapphire. Is that blue sapphire? Mm-hmm. And the other one is it ruby? Sapphire. Is it ruby? Oh, pink sapphire. Oh my gosh. And the one in pink sapphire is set in rose gold. You can see a full description, a full picture book of really gorgeous angles, and including the under gallery on this. The under gallery, by the way, DJ, I can't get it off my finger. I guess I'm going to have to take this one home. Security, bring the hacksaw. This has got an under gallery too, which is beautifully finished in sterling silver with rose gold or platinum, depending on the stones, but just a true treasure. Altogether, this gives you the look and feel of about 3 carats total weight. So it is spot on gorgeous. And I mean, you know, that's the thing about our design team. They don't slow you down with big fussy, hard to wear pieces. You're going to see intricate designing with the high level of wearability. And that's totally different than a big fussy piece. All right. That's going to be Shop 1, $21, a little bit less on the budget pay, but free shipping on this as well. Whenever you hit the threshold of over $50, your shipping and handling is free when you shop with us online at shoplc.com. And that's what we're doing. We're just helping you along today. Find the website on TikTok, on social, on Instagram, on Facebook. What did I miss? Facebook? YouTube. Oh my gosh, we're out there everywhere. But remember the live stream shows. If you've missed a show or you've missed one of your favorite hosts, the live stream library is available all the time at shoplc.com. So check that out. Now, I put this one on right away, and you're going to have an opportunity to bundle and save.
Real quick, Lisa on Instagram says, "Good morning, Becky."
Hey, Lisa! I hope you're feeling good today. Oh my gosh. Thank you, Lisa, for being out there. Such a cheerleader. I love it. Okay. Bundle and save is coming up on this one. Same situation here, $110.49, add the 25%, divide by the 4 interest-free payments, it's $21. Now, when you bundle and save, you save an extra 10%. Yeah, you get the live stream 25 plus the bundle and save 10. So that means you're at $198.88, and then we take 25% off of that. Is that right? Yep. $199, because I'm going to round up. Oh, I like it. That means on the both of them, you save $49. $49.75. Okay, minus, I'm rounding up, $199. That means you can pick up both of them for $149. That's right. You get all the coupons, you get all the extras, and that means free shipping on the bundle as well. And then you divide it by 4 interest-free budget pays. And your chain's included, by the way. P.S., by the way, you're welcome. We love you. That means you take them both home for $60, just a little bit less than $60. And your budget pay is established. You also have a 30-day money-back guarantee. Even though these are clearance priced on the web and we're giving you an extra 25% for the live stream, you still have a full 30-day money-back guarantee. And let me just say this about these as well. On a design that's super complicated like this, if you live in an area where you don't have a local jeweler or maybe it's just somebody who does repairs, or you just don't want to fuss around with taking it anywhere, there's an item in checkout, and it's called Secure Shield, and it's a little bit of jewelry insurance. So you can check out Secure Shield as well, and it gives you 2 worry-free years if something does ever happen to them. So check that out as well. All right, bundle and save. Shop 1, shop 2. Bundle and save means that for the both of them, $60 will get them home. Now you've got to realize that there's a little sales tax in there, and I wish that we didn't have to charge any tax, but we do. That's what we have to do. But after that, well, it happens on your first item, and after that, it's done. It's a done deal. So that goes away. So your first payment will have a little bit extra for all your uncles out there, the Uncle Sam and the Uncle Marvin and all those guys, because we don't have anything to do about that. Okay, now, DJ, what time are we going to do the set?
We'll do it at 11, top of the hour.
Okay, we're going to do these at the top of the hour at 11, and I want you to make sure that you get your lists all made, okay? You just saying, what list? Your holiday list, your birthday list, your just-in-case list, your BFF list, because we are going to do an absolute dream deal. And let me just tell you right now, this is going to be the magic. Is this the combo?
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking about with one payment. Is that correct?
Correct.
And the chain is included?
Correct. No, chain's not included.
Okay, chain's not included, but these are not expensive to buy. You get the pendant and the studs and the solitaire. And we're going to do this at 11, but only 49 of them. So get ready for that. You're not going to believe what we're going to do on that. It's going to blow your mind. It's going to rock your world in the best way. My name is Becky Booker, guys. Thanks a lot. You can follow me along on Facebook. A girl can always use a new friend. And when you get these home, or right now, even just go to Facebook and check out the Shop LC VIP page. We're over 6,000 strong now, and it's a wonderful community of folks who have two main goals in life. Save as much money as possible on really beautiful jewelry, and the collections are amazing. So you want to find a jewelry BFF, Shop LC VIP page is the way to go, gals. Okay. You have a concave cut on this one, which is crazy, because the concave cut, I'll show it to you back here in a second. The concave cut means that this is a fantasy cut. So this was originally called something else in the world of cutting, but we call it a concave cut today because that's the shape of the facets. Normally, facets are just flat polished surfaces, but these actually have little indentations or little ripples. So the cutting on the top edge of the stone is actually scalloped. Yeah. And it's a 925 on the Mohs scale. I can't even think how hard and difficult that is to cut. So these little spots here, when you get it home, if you just look at it in the light, you'll see that the light kind of wobbles or walks across those little scalloped edges. It's the coolest thing. So, but all of these little facets on this surface are kind of like scooped out, scooped out, scooped out, scooped out, all the way around. Now, this is a style of a trillion cut because you've got that gorgeous triangle, but look at this on the hand. Does that say expensive? Does that say, you know what it almost says? It almost says, y'all, he's an NFL player. Okay. It almost says, he plays football. You know what I'm talking about. Do you know what I'm talking about, TJ?
Exactly.
Oh my gosh. The whole world right now is checking out everybody's jewelry. They want to know, how big is that rock, girl? Come on. I'm just so glad you said yes. But this is remarkable. And you know what? I love being able to see in the on the red carpet in the world of celebrity follows and the paparazzi take on all the details. We love all the details, right? Inquiring minds want to know. But that's, I think, for me as a gal who's always lived on a budget from kind of humble means, to from the get go, and I don't mind that. But it's Shop LC is the great equalizer. It should be Shop GE, Shop Great Equalizer, because that's what we are. Without Shop LC in the marketplace, I mean, you're looking at something like this at the company website that specializes in bringing you moissanite. This would be, you see a $4,000 start price. Okay, 2.1 carats, and that is spectacular. And behind the scenes, There are lots of red carpet ladies, lots of red carpet gentlemen who are wearing and gifting moissanite because it is a ridiculously over the top level of brilliance and sparkle. All right, this one is set in platinum. Yes, it is. I used to work at a place where people would bring in their estate jewelry items, or they would inherit something. I was the gemologist over in the corner office, and one of my jobs was to sit down with whatever came in from whatever client and go through, count the stones, test the metal, identify the stones, because then I would hand it off to my boss, and he would prepare a complicated appraisal for pieces that were maybe just a beautiful solitaire piece, or, maybe like the other piece that we just had, something like this, which has a lot more complicated design. But my job was to figure out what are those beautiful red stones. You would be so surprised if I told you that about half the time people would bring in grandma's ring or great grandma's ring, and it would be from the 1920s, the early 1900s, and it would have man-made sapphires and man-made rubies, because those were all the rage during that era. And the kids would be sometimes disappointed. Oh, well, no, I can't believe it's not a real one. It's a real one. It just has a different starting point. It's grown in a controlled, scientifically controlled laboratory environment, so it's not earth mined. And that's where we are today with moissanite and lab-grown diamonds. Now, big difference is we have the cutting technology to make these really sizzle. So those antique pieces, those vintage pieces that brides in today's world scoop up because they want that old world, sophisticated platinum elegance, a lot of them have created sapphires, and they're in platinum. So please understand, this has gone from the stunt double to the fake it till you make it kind of look to many consumers. This is their preferred item. We used to have a host that worked here, and one of the pieces that you would see her wearing in real life was a 2-carat moissanite solitaire that she purchased. Her mother purchased it for her as a gift from that other, name brand website, and she spent thousands of dollars on it. So that start price at $4,000, honey, if you walk into the right store and they have a big old dose of fancy going on, you will have a big old dose of fancy on your price tags. You know why? Think about this. There's no MSRP. If you're looking for a blender, whatever brand name it is, if you're looking for a truck, whatever brand name it is, if you're looking for a curling iron, a toothbrush, whatever it is in today's world, you can look at that model, that brand name, and you can Google it and you can see what the comparison is. You don't get that in gemstones and jewelry. It's one of those marketplaces where every single thing is sort of not standardized until you get to moissanite. This is a known entity. You can go and look up 2.1 carat trillion cut fantasy cut in a moissanite and see for yourself. Thousands of dollars, thousands, and we're offering it to you at $562. Except that's not the end of the story. It gets even better. I'm going to round up $563. Okay, times 25% is $140. Okay, minus, that's the part you save. Now you already saved, from a $4,000 price start, you're already down to $562. And listen, it was $749 our price. So you're already about $200 ahead of the game just because this is on clearance. Did I mention it's in 950 platinum? Thank you, I did. Yes. So that's amazing. First of all, the platinum mounting for $562 is a steal. It's a heavy mounting. All right, you're saving $140 off of the clearance price. So that brings it down to a clearance. Oh my gosh, we're so serious clearance price. Brings it down to $421 divided by 5. Look how this is going to work. This is going to boom. Oh, boom. Shakalaka. $84. $84. When people say, oh, I love your ring, just be quiet. Just say, thanks. That's all you say, because it does not look like 5 payments of $84. It does not. It looks like an $8,400 piece, and you mortgaged, you decided I'm just going to not make a few rent payments. I'm just going to get the bling thing going on. There are spots here in the local Central Texas area that will very quickly start their holiday shopping campaign. And the big thrust, the tip of the spear, is going to be come on in, get what you want, and we'll give you 60 payments. Honey, do you have time, or do you have money for 60 payments? Or that's a lot of aggravation. You are going to fall in love with how sweet and simple and reliable and straightforward and honest our method is. We don't look at, oh, that's really pretty. I bet you we could get a little more for that. Let's add a little extra for the sparkle and the bling. No, we get it. We mark, straight math. This is what it costs. Ba, 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 boom. Boom. It's the most straightforward process I have ever seen. And hello, I'm not just a presenter. I'm also a customer. A customer. Yes. This is a steal. Get it home. We don't have a lot of these, okay? A trillion cut. Now, do we have this in any of the other shape left over?
Do not.
Okay, so the others are sold out. And honestly, this is fantastic. Ladies, if you're looking to upgrade your bridal set, if you're just getting started and you want a Friday night's Hollywood lights kind of look and feel, this is it. It is ridiculously elegant. With a modern twist, that concave cut, we didn't even have the machines to make those cuts until the late 1980s. And this part of stone cutting technology has really evolved a lot just over the last couple of decades. And that means that you have more choices than ever. And sometimes you want something complex and complicated and cute and whimsical and blah, blah, blah. And sometimes you just want some serious sparkle. You just want some big girl, grown up, hey, 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 look at it, gorgeous. And honestly, 2 carats is not overstated. It's a wonderfully abundant, rich size, and it is so affordable. So it gets you down to 4 payments of $84, and it's set in 950 platinum. This is going to be shop 3. Type that in, get yourself over to Shop LC, and let us send it out to you for approval. You make that first payment, and you can get this home on approval. And I'll tell you something. On this one, it says it's size 9, but you might want to reach out to the live stream team. On the personal shopping side, there might be some consideration in there for extra sizes. I see we have size 11 available, and all the way down to even 8.5 and maybe smaller. So ask them about maybe customizing the size for you. Their number is 888-835-2237. Leo, how you doing over there? Are you doing good? Oh, what are you playing today? What is it? Leo's here. Didn't go to school today, so he's in the wings. He's playing Minecraft. He's crushing it. He's crushing it. All right, that is shop 3. And thank you so much, Lisa. DJ is like a human calculator. DJ is an automatron. He is amazing. I'm just going to tell you that. He's the team behind the scenes. They're just like using all of their digits. There's so many keyboards and keys and click, click, click happening back there. So thank you, DJ. Always a good job. Okay. These. Stop already. This is 3.9 carats. So that means you've got just about 2 carats in each ear. These are also 950 platinum. Okay, so this is that sort of heirloom quality, but it's a beautiful budget piece. And the setting on this is just amazing. Now, there's a little opportunity here. These are set in screwbacks, but let me show you how this comes. Did you add the little silicone tips, DJ?
I did, just to make it easier.
Okay, so if you don't want to use the screwbacks, okay, so they're going to come with the platinum screwback, which is great. Which means if you're planning, like if you've got a big event going on and there's like a chandelier with your name on it, do you know what I'm saying? And you're going to be swinging from that chandelier, or you're going to electric slide yourself right off the dance floor, and you want secure. That's where the screwbacks come on. And honestly, I know a lot of people say, "Oh, they're just too much trouble." They're really not. They do take a little bit of extra time because you don't just push them on. You literally the post is threaded and the nut is threaded, and you literally twist and twist and twist and go on. Infinitely adjustable, because you can literally adjust them one little thread at a time. So, and believe it or not, All earlobes are not created equal, but these are amazing. And because these are just a little bit heavier, they're a little bit larger, you might enjoy having that screw back. But just so that you know, you can easily put the little silicone back on here as well, and it will go right over the threaded post. So you've got some choices there. Now, let's talk about that cut. That's an Asher cut. Can you see that big cross in the middle, that big crisscross? That is a cut that was designed by Joseph Asher, and for about 100 years, nobody could cut that except the Asher family. But an Asher cut is kind of like an emerald cut, but it's got extra faceting in there. So all of that icy glow that you see in emerald cuts and baguettes, that comes from the cut, because you've got a little different shape of the window panes in there that move all the light around. But you've got extra facets here. You have extra facets on the bottom that mirror that. And you've got a little steeper spot on the crown so that this little facet in the middle, which we call the table, it's a little bit tighter. It's a little bit smaller. So it stands up. It's a little bit, it's kind of like this. I'm doing this. It's kind of like the stiletto version, if you will, because it's a little higher. And we know with that stiletto, it kills your pinky, but don't your legs look so it kills your pinky toe. But girl, you look good in that. So an Asher cut is kind of the stiletto version for an emerald cut. Yes, you can rock these in 2 carats each. Okay, so there's just less than 2 carat. It's an expensive cut, and it is almost always a symbol of an extremely well cut and a very high quality diamond. And since the patent has expired and the whole world now can enjoy this amazing cutting style, it's a symbol of wealth and opulence and just incredibly beautiful stones. The thing about moissanite too is you really don't have to worry about grading like you do on a diamond. They're just all fabulous, period. They're just all, they're all FAB. We'll give them the grade FAB for fabulous. Beautiful, bright white stones, and with 2.5 times more fire. When you do cut a step cut like the Asher cut and the emerald cut, oh my gosh, they're ecstatic stones. They're just gorgeous. Okay. Start price retail of about $2,200. All right. 5-star review. We're going to take these down to $549, which is where they'll be in a day or two. All of our live stream prices are good for 48 hours. And yes, just like the sales that you have at your grocery store, just like the sales at the auto store on tires, just like every other company that has a promotion, these are expiring prices and they are designed to help you decide, do it now. I'm just going to be honest. That's how it is. But the sale prices expire. There's a 24-hour timeline a 48-hour timeline. The prices do go back to their normal web prices, which, let's face it, that's a steal, okay, for what you're getting. But let's talk about how much you're going to save right now today. $549, 25% is $137, okay? Minus, I'm gonna round up, 550 equals 412. Oh my gosh, this just got crazy affordable. 412 divided by 5. Oh, that's wrong. Divided by 5 equals, okay, divided by 5. I hit the timeses instead of the gazentas. Okay. Ooh, okay. I knew it was around $80. $82.55. So I'll round up $83. $83? Are you kidding me? In platinum? That's an amazing value. And you can see, honey, I don't care, long hair, short hair, no hair. I mean, these look great on you. And I do bring that up because there are many women, now you see them on the red carpet, many extremely gorgeous women who just have decided to shave their head. I mean, it looks fantastic. I mean, and some of those ladies are, modeling at well-known places, and that is their persona, and they look fabulous. But I'm going to tell you something. It's hard to miss 2 carats of this kind of bling and sparkle in your ear. And platinum, platinum is about 30 times more rare than diamond. It's not just a question of, we found a platinum vein and now we can scoop it all out. The refinement process for platinum is much more complicated. It requires multiple steps. You've got to have heat. You've got to have all sorts of chemicals. It goes through heating and smelting. It goes through mineral bath. It goes through chemical baths as well. So it's a very difficult material to refine, and it's much more rare than gold as well. Upside on this, One of the world's most expensive jewelry metals ever. Upside to it is it's extremely hypoallergenic and it's got a lifespan that is just incredible, extremely durable. And this price with 5-star review as well is extremely accessible. So don't sleep on this one. And listen, if you're a gal who has a little bit more pronounced style, you're going to be able to wear this. It's just an everyday wearable, and that Asher cut is instantaneous, noticeable. All right, the earrings are going to be shop 4, so scoop those up while you can. Is our chat working today?
Yeah.
Okay, so chat is working. And a lot of times on the website, there's a chat feature as well. So if you don't want to call in or don't want to send an email, sometimes that chat feature is working. And sometimes there's a chat that also shows up on the app. So take a second and get the app. Now, if you're thinking about cutting the cable, if you're cutting the cord to cable, you can watch our shows on YouTube, and you can go back to the Shop LC website and watch the live stream shows after the fact. They're recorded and they become part of the live stream library. You can also watch the show on Instagram, on TikTok, and on Facebook as well. So lots of ways to reach out and connect. And listen, this is a day and age where many people are saying goodbye to cable, but you've got lots and lots and lots of options to watch and follow Shop LC. Download the app. It's super easy to navigate. It's free. It's compatible with Android and iOS. And remember, it's kind of old school at this point. It's like a sweet romantic notion that you can just pick up the phone and call the person, but we've got that available for you too. And it's 878-835-2237. AROB 1955. I absolutely love moissanite. It's such a vibrant, beautiful stone. You are 100% correct. It's a hard working gem. It really is. And you know, one of the upsides too about moissanite for earrings, diamonds are 100% carbon, and they are like little grease magnets. They really are. The carbon that's part of anything that's oily automatically wants to go to diamonds and cling to them. And that's why your rings and your earrings start to get dull after a while, because they've got a little film that collects on the back of them. And thankfully, a little cleaning and a little brushing restores that. It's like your glasses. You just clean it off and it works. You just clean your windows and they look shiny again. Same thing. But that happens more slowly in moissanite because instead of it being carbon like a diamond, it's silicon carbide. So it has a slower smudging factor, if you will. All right, my friends. AROB 1955, thank you so much. Please like, follow, and share. If we've done something that you love and you've picked up some beautiful items, please go back and share those items on the Shop LC VIP page. And we always love an honest rating as well online for each product at shoplc.com. Okay, I latched onto this one right away because it's gorgeous. Now, this one is in rhodium over sterling silver, which in and of itself is crazy because this thing is super heavy. You've probably got at least half an ounce of sterling silver, and I love this clasp. I don't even know what to call that. It's got a little notch here, and then there's a little space here, and that notch clicks over. You can literally hear it click, okay? And then it's spring loaded, so it's super easy. And for a bracelet, I mean, it's a game changer. Look at the hinge on that, and it disappears. I call it the no pinch, the no pinch hinge. Because if you wear a hinged bangle, sooner or later, you're just going to catch your skin in there and you're going to holler and use words. Those words. Yes, you will. Oh, but I love this. And I usually just hold it against, and then I line it up, and you can literally just click it right over. Just a little tug and it goes right in. But that is glamour. I mean, that is Great Gatsby. That's modern day red carpet. That's just so effortlessly elegant. That's stunning. All right, now let's talk savings first. This one is going to be Shop 5. Type Shop 5 in below and get yourself to shoplc.com. We'll send you the link for this item. It'll go straight back to the gallery pictures on the website for this, and you'll be able to break down the entire construct of this. And I want you to really fall in love with this design because it's expensive. It's very well done, and it's a game changer for bangles, okay? Look at how smooth that is. You can see the light just gleaming off of every single surface. Okay, $349, which is already silly. Starting out at $2,000. The total carat weight here is 2.2 carats. And this is available. This is what blows my mind. It's available in 7 1/4, 6 1/2, and 8 inches. Now, just for the sake of sizing, and I don't know what your experience will be, but if it's any help to you, I normally wear a medium or sometimes even a large. But when it's pre-shaped like this in the oval, which is already the shape of your wrist, I can actually wear a smaller size on this one. So you decide for yourself, but in this particular shape, I always go down a size, believe it or not. So there you go. There are some of these available in sterling silver with gold on top as well. So it's 925 plus 14 karat, 925 plus rhodium. So yeah, there you go on that. And the setting, look at that profile. Look at how, look at the execution on that. Isn't that just top quality? That's so pretty. Okay, let's talk savings because it's pretty. Yeah, I know it's pretty, but let's tell the story of savings. $349. Let's round up. $350 times 25% is $87.50. Okay, minus $350 equals $262.50. Just for a bracelet in sterling silver. Have you been to the mall? Have you been to the mall, y'all, recently? Because stuff is really expensive over there. $262. We have 5 budget pays divided by 5. And your 48-hour go get 'em budget pay on this is $52.50. This is a wardrobe changer. This is how you take that little black dress that just you look good in it. It looks good on you. You look good in it. People notice you. It's comfortable. You feel great. This is the way that you get more life out of your favorite little black dress. You change your accessories. You rebundle your accessories. You accessorize like a royal. You've got go-to pieces that you mix and match and stack and layer according to how you need to look at that event. And with a price like this, $52.50 on the budget pay, 5 payments, and you're ready to go forever and always. $52.50, and that's a stunning piece. This one is shop 5, and let me just show you that it's a combination of little tapered baguettes, and they're set in this kind of offset side. They're just very fancy, so a little bit of implied motion there. You've got some diamonds, some moissanite doing the boogie oogie oogie all across. 2 full cuts at the end of each one, so it's a baguette and a round, and a baguette and a round. So you've got those little pairs, which are sort of like stacked, opposite ends, and they're just really gorgeous. The gram weight on that sterling silver is massive. You put this on, even if it didn't have one bit of sparkling moissanite, it just feels luxurious. The sheer weight of it alone as it sits on your wrist without ever even looking at it. You could close your eyes and go, wow, that's a lovely piece of jewelry because it feels lovely. It just really does. All right, this one is going to be shop 5. Grab that one while you can. And if you're a girl who likes gold, please go for that as well. I mean, it's a really stunning piece. You've got a $52.50 budget pay. And remember, I'm rounding up, so your numbers might be a penny different here or there, but $52.50. And we ship it out with your very first payment. And the really great news, at least for me, because I do use budget pay, is that those payments happen silently, behind the scenes, quickly, automatically, and they're 5 payments and done. You make your first payment when you confirm your order, then you only have 4 more to go, and you're forever and always done. And if you are getting ready for holiday shopping, by the time January, February rolls around, guess what? You don't have the holiday budget hangover where you've got, oh, what did I do? Waited until the last minute, didn't have a lot of choices. Yes, I overspent, but what the heck? It was the holidays. You can totally walk that back right now and start shopping, especially, think about this, especially those big ticket items for that special person or that special group. Let's face it, gift giving, there's a budget, there's a pecking order for everything that we do. You might not spend $1,000 on everybody that you know, but for a couple of people, your price point in there may be okay. This is where I spend my most. So you've got lots of choices here at Shop LC. Okay, coming up next, take a look at this one. Now the cut on this, I wish, DJ, that we could etch a big S onto the top of this one, right? How cool would that be if we could etch a big S on that one? Would that be amazing? That would absolutely, this would absolutely be perfect for Mother's Day. Okay, a carat 90 altogether. This will be delivered in a week or so. But the thing that makes this really remarkable and instantaneously different is this amazing shield shape in the middle. There is no place, there's not a single spot that I can tell you where this is a regular part of the gemstone cutting lineup. That does not happen. This is a custom cut. You have to commission these, okay? You have to say, yes, please, can you cut those in that particular shape and specifications? And when you start ordering specialty cuts, just get out your wallet and just say, okay. Because you don't really have a choice. Look at that presentation. That's stunning. It's really remarkable. 2 5-star reviews. We'll take a look at those. This is available in 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. But oh my goodness, this one is shop 6. Type in shop 6 below. We'll send you the link to this. Julie just has a 5 stars, one word, stunning. Ruben, 5 stars, 2 words, love it. Love it. I think that's amazing. And you will too. And here's the best part about it. We'll send it right to your door. Right to your door. You've got a full 30 days to give it a full thorough inspection. And if you want to walk this around, you want to just do a shirt sleeve appraisal, you can do it. But man, that's a specialty cut. You're going to have a very difficult time finding that. And because it's a specialty cut, a super specialty cut, I mean, that's going to have a lot of pretty points, a lot of pretty tags added to it usually. All right, the $52.50 is your budget pay on this one. That's just amazing. 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 Woo, I love it. Let's see. If you're out there, send me a howdy, would you? On Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok, send me a hey howdy and pick up some of these pieces. If you're just finding us by accident, well, I'm going to call that an amazing serendipity moment. Stick around for a minute or two. Jewelry is one of those things that eventually we all buy because it's not just a beautiful accessory, but these are little time capsules that help us mark the passage of time for those important moments that we all have in life. And they, Tony Denise is fond of saying, I know you might be buying it today, but it's not your jewelry. This is what lives on after you, and it gets jam-packed with those memories and moments as it goes along through life. $52.50. This one is shop 6, sterling silver, rhodium on top of that. And 2 5-star reviews. Okay. $139. Is that what we're doing? I got to do the math on this one. $130. I'm going to round up. $140. 25% means you save $35. 105 or 5 budget pays. Oh my goodness gracious. This is silly. $21. Can you imagine walking into the holiday party? Can you imagine walking into the office anywhere with that? And you just wear it. You don't even make any big pronouncement. You just wear it. Can you imagine? I mean, goodness gracious. And here's the thing that I love about it. I love diamonds and I've sold them for a long, long time, but I always felt not so good about that big marketing campaign that De Beers had that said, your engagement ring has to cost you an average of 3 months' salary. That's never been anything I've even been remotely supportive of because it's just not real world practical. Nobody's going to put your life on hold and all the things that you do for 3 months while you buy an engagement ring. And so many people just forego it. Secretly you might want it. Oh yeah. And then it goes on your wish list of the if thens or the if whens. Well, when we pay off the house, when we pay off the car, when we've done it, when. And it turns into that thing that never happens. I love the way that this happens with a $21 payment. And this, listen, if this is your only bridal piece, if that's your engagement ring, well done. It looks like $1 million. And you have the best of both worlds. You have all of the feel goods and the oohs and the ahs and the wows of owning something that's just truly magnificent. But you also have the practical cheerleader on the other side going, good job. You saved a lot of money. I'm so proud of you. Make your mama proud. You did. All right. $21 on budget pay. Huh. Yeah, we did. Okay. Makes you want to go, yeah, we did it. Okay. Part of the job that I love the best is that value, that sweet spot of like, what does $20 a month for 5 months really get you? It gets you forever and always. It gets you a piece of jewelry that becomes your legacy and your heritage. It's fantastic. Check out Secure Shield as well as you're checking out. Remember, the live stream prices are good for 48 hours, so you don't want to sleep on them. And if you have any questions, the bat phone, okay, the red phone, to the personal shopping team, live streamers, you have your very own contact, and it's 888-835-2237. So thank you for joining us today. Okay, coming up next, and remember, okay, this one is coming up now in 7 or 8 minutes, and we're going to do the big combo. The only thing is that the chain's not included, but we just had a Brilliantina chain the other day that was it was right around $10, and it would be a fantastic option for that as well. Okay. Now this one it says out of stock. Is that right?
No, we should have 8.
Okay. Okay. So we have 8 of these, and sometimes it will say out of stock on the web, but sometimes there may be a couple of pieces in the vault. Maybe somebody else said, you know what, that shield shape is too much for me, whatever. They eventually, sometimes things come back. And so it takes a while sometimes for inventory to refresh, but there are 8 behind the scenes. I promise you. Now, I'm going to bet you that you are going to be able to bundle and save, even though this says out of stock. I'm betting that you can bundle and save. This one is $139.99. That means the same money. That means this is a $21 budget pay, and the pendant is balanced on a gorgeous 18-inch chain, which is included. Yeah. The diamond cut, they're calling it a diamond cut. It looks kind of like a diamond in profile. You would probably see this referred to on appraisal documents as the shield shape. Either one is okay, but just so you know, there's a couple different names for it. This one is Shop 7. The 18-inch chain. I mean, goodness gracious, there's some places where you're going to go in and there's going to be an 18-inch chain, and it's going to have a price tag of $140. And yes, it's going to be sterling silver. Okay. Your budget pay on this gets down to $21. Your budget pay on the ring is $21, but then you save an extra 10% as well. So that's going to take your budget pay minus $42. It's going to take your budget pay to under $40 for both of them. That's just, TJ, how do we do this? What? It is. It's amazing. But there are only 8 of them, okay? So there are only 8 of them. You know, gentlemen, I don't mean any disrespect, but I'm just going to tell you, it's never been easier, gentlemen, to shop for that special lady. Your special lady who loves beautiful jewelry, and you just the last place you want to be is in the mall or a jewelry store. I know. I got you. Okay, we got you. Do the bundle and save. You've got a birthday and an anniversary. You've got an unforgettable holiday. You do them both. You've got one for Christmas Eve and one for Christmas Day. You know, multiple gift giving opportunities is celebrating Hanukkah and Kwanzaa as well. December birthdays. Please do not give one. Do not. Let me just say, raise your hand and say this. I will not give one all-purpose gift to my friends and family who have a December birthday. This is the birthday plus. No. There's no reason to do that. You know about Shop LC. You know about Shop LC. Here's your birthday gift, and separately, and here's your holiday gift. Oh, and this one is for Thursday. Happy Thursday. It's really that easy. All right, that one is going to be Shop 7 with the big shield cut in the middle. It's a spectacular piece. That shape is so amazing. And this is going to be exactly the same as the shoulders of the ring. So they definitely have the same personality, and they are definitely matching pieces. And I cannot believe that you can pick them up, both of them, with the chain for less than $40. That is what we do. That's what we do at Shop LC, but we couldn't do it without you. If you're not shopping, if you're just watching today's not your day to shop, you're just doing a little watching, or you're just doing a little market research, take a second and get your profile all set up at Shop LC, because the bigger our audience grows, the lower the prices go. The bigger the audience, the lower the prices, because you, believe it or not, you energize our buying team to go back out there and negotiate incredible deals. They do a fantastic job already, but keeping our audience growing and growing and growing is a great way. That power in numbers thing is a true thing. Both, buy more, sell more. Buy more, save more is a true thing when we're doing the shopping for you. Okay. Blue. Well, my goodness, that is blue. And it's a very beautiful, blue blush almost. But I'll tell you something, you see that color, look at that. You know what that means? That means that bad boy looks like a real diamond, except diamonds physically cannot have that much dispersion. No matter how much I try, I'm 5'3". I'm never going to be an NBA player. There's nobody in the draft that is ever going to choose me. Okay, never. Not only would not even be chosen last, I would be left over. I would be unchosen because it's just not physical. It's not in my DNA. And I want you to understand that the sparkle factor that moissanite has, it's not in a diamond's DNA to do that. It's not in the DNA of any other gemstone to give you the sparkle and the dispersion that you get out of moissanite. It's just not there. Now, when you look at this, okay, and it's this beautiful, beautiful soft blue, that is the thing that's going to make people think that this is a blue diamond. And oh, honey. And if I put it down here where the studio lights don't hit it, I've got lights all the way around. But I can see that in a distance when I'm shining it back towards you. All right, let's break it down. 190, I'm rounding up a penny for simple math. 190 times 25 percentiles means that you save $47. Okay, minus 190 because that's what we were going to pay before our 25% live stream. That takes it down to $142.50. You get 5 budget pays on this one, and Gazenta, boom, $28. I'm just going to say $29, a little bit less than $29, and that's a wow factor of wow factors. Now, if you look at the center stone, it's got a little bit of a blush color, and you have 3 tapered baguettes, 2 tapered baguettes, so you have kind of the angel wing or waterfall design, and then you have on either side, you have this beautiful row, this secondary mounting of diamonds, which look like little shadow bands that you've had added. So it looks like a big set. It looks like that big, beautiful blue diamond in the center. And then it looks like 2 little shadow bands that all make this gorgeous set. Now you could wear this left hand, right hand, because let me show you the profile. This has a very low profile. So it doesn't necessarily scream engagement or bridal. What it screams is super elegant, super rich, super unusual, super, oh my gosh, how in the world did you ever afford that? Yeah. And there's one in yellow and there's one in pink as well. And there's one in all white. So check your color, check your size, and they're done beautifully. You've got a 2mm taper on the back, so very easy to wear. This is an everyday wearable, and that low setting gives you lots of sparkle and lots of balance on the whole piece. All right, $29, a little bit less than $29. That price is good for 48 hours. And the start price here is right around $3,000, which I don't know if there's anybody out there on the planet that could do that. I just don't know. They're gorgeous. Okay, this is DeJoy. Let me tell you about DeJoy very quickly. That is our in-house brand, and it means that we are dedicated to making sure that every experience brings you an amazing amount of joy. 30-day money-back guarantee. 1 budget pay gets at home. Shop, 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 and enjoy. And, you are more than welcome to reach out to me on Facebook, Becky Booker. It's easy for me to pick up messages on my personal side, Becky Booker, Shop LC host. But I'm always on Facebook if you just go to Becky Booker, Shop LC. And there's a picture of me in a long green dress standing by a tree. So there you go. That'll be me. That'll be me standing by the tree. Okay, my friends, thank you so much for joining us on the live stream. And it is now time for our top of the hour super combo especial. I hope you're ready for this, okay? I can't believe that's $189. That's a great deal on this. These pieces are beautiful. If you don't own moissanite, it's a game changer. A-Rob 1955. Let me know what you love about moissanite. I think I know what you're going to say. You already say it's a very vibrant stone, but if you're still out there, let me know if you're watching and you just want to chat a little bit. I'd love to have the upgrade. Now, can we do the set right now, DJ? Because it's 11:01. I'm sorry, I talked a little bit too much. Can you believe it? Can you believe that I talked a lot?
Let's do this item, then we'll do the set.
Okay, I like it. All right. Okay. Oh, talk about looking like you inherited the family crown jewels. Now this is kind of the look and the shape of you know whose. Of course, they got a hold of it, paparazzi ring. But the center stone is way more complex. Not sorry to say, way more complicated. I love that. But this really does have all of the attributes of something that a beloved family member left to you. Now, this is in DeJoy, so this is sterling silver. It also is finished with rhodium, but it's a clearance price. Our everyday price on it was $199. We're estimating a retail of about $1,100 on this, which makes no sense because that center stone is absolutely incredibly big. I mean, beautiful, but it's large in a nice way. You know, one of the things I really love is that everything is just so thoughtfully put together. I mean, there's a difference between, you know, big and splashy and wearing something that's larger but refined, or something that's just got a more impactful presentation because of whether it's the size of the stone, the number of the stone, the layout of the stones, all of those are part of the consideration. But at $169, that's our clearance. So let's do this. $170, I'm going to round up. And the 25% savings, that means right here, right now, for the next 48 hours, we're going to take $42.50 off the top, okay? And that means your final price on what's already a Shop LC clearance price, it goes down to $128, okay? Divided by 5 equals... So what that means is normally your budget pay on this would be $34, but with the live stream 25, your budget pay goes down to 25 or 26, 25 and change, 26. You're saving almost $10 on each one of those budget pays, which means get it home and try it. I mean, there's just something very, I don't know. I just want to say Great Gatsby. Lisa, are you out there? It's just a great Gatsby kind of look. It just looks absolutely stunningly elegant. The richness of this is beautiful. Really, really elegant, really fun. It's a clearance price and it's 20 live stream, 25 off. And now, do we still have any other colors in this one?
We do. Okay,
so we have one in, we have one that has an overlarge baguette. And now a baguette is going to have, straight corners, and an emerald cut or an octagon is going to have the cut corners. So we have a baguette. That looks amazing. We have an oval. Oh my gosh. Okay, what's the other shape? Oh, the pear shape. Wow. Okay, and here's the thing. This is the variation on a theme. And I've got to say hats off to our design team for this. Let me show you something that just really takes this to a whole other visual, okay? And once I break it down, file those tidbits away because you become better at observing the differences and the nuance, and that is a game changer. When you look, normally this outline that goes around the center stone, we call that a halo, okay? But instead of having all rounds, which is typical because they're super easy to just line up, this uses straight baguettes. Oh my gosh. And then the little spacers to go around the corners are going to be around brilliance. But when you look at when you go back and click through how these look on the web, can you just click through the different images? That's your cushion cut. Okay, that's what it looks like on the hand. But the pear shape is really just amazing. And they're all going to be right around 2.5 or 3 carats, depending on which one you choose. But it's going to have joy in the band. It's got 925 in the band, so you know it's 925 sterling, and you know it's a Shop LC original, and it's a Shop LC exclusive. But drop in Shop 9 in the chat below and get back to Shop LC and check out that halo, that baguette halo around those center stones. I mean, that is hubba. That is gorgeous. And it takes a certain amount of sterling silver. You can't just throw this kind of design and this setting pattern into a lightweight mounting. I mean, you've got to have it. It's got to be strong. It's got to be strong. There has to be extra metal that goes in a design like this in order to make it look and fit and just feel so lush and expensive. But it's very common sense purchase. I mean, you're talking about $26 on Budget Pay. All right, how do you get that? You type in Live 9 in the comments below. We'll send you back a link. This has 8 reviews total, 4.4 average on the star rating. You can read other shoppers' words on their experience buying and wearing this. You have a full 30-day money-back guarantee. You make the first payment of a little bit less than $26 today on the card of your choice, and we just simply hold on to the balance. There's no interest. There's not a Shop LC credit card. There's no carrying charges or anything like that. And if you change your mind within 30 days, there's not even a restocking fee. I mean, it's the best of both worlds and all the savings. I love it. I love it so much. Oh, yes, it definitely is Great Gatsby. I love that. So beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. And you know, the Lisa's right. The cut on this looks different because it's elongated. So the ratio of that cutting, and that's one of the key things about Moissanite that keeps us so captivated about them, is the variety of cutting styles and the precision of the cutting. These are not easy stones to cut. You're talking about a process that's as complicated as Israeli cut diamonds. I mean, this is a very difficult and expensive material to cut. So, yeah, I hope you're getting in on that. That's Shop 9. Thank you for all your comments out there. Shop 9. And remember, any questions, reach out to the live stream dream team. They're right there, the personal shoppers, 888-835-2237. I like to, when I'm shopping, when I'm in shopping mode, if I see something that I want to ask questions about, I just reach up and do a little quick screenshot, and then I've got the item. Or you can also type in the below the Shop 9 details, and then you'll have all the information. You can also screenshot the item on that Shop LC website. So that really helps the personal shopping team as well. All right. Are you ready for the big bundle of sparkle?
Let's do it.
Are you ready, DJ?
Yeah.
All right. Are you ready, Leo? Who's winning back there? Are you winning? Are you winning?
Oh, he's winning.
Oh my gosh. He told me so cute. He said, Gigi, you can learn a lot from Minecraft, but I'm just a noob. Are you still in? Are you? What is it?
Great Wall of China.
Are you building it or tearing it down today? He's rebuilding the Great Wall of China. You can do that in Minecraft. Is it going to be the same color, or are you going to make it a different color?
Different quartz.
Oh, it's going to be quartz. Is that purple? Is that the purple one? You want to come say hello? Want to come say hello? All right, come on. Okay, come on. This is the young man that made me a granny. What can I say? Come here. Here he is. Ah! Okay. So, how are you still a noob in Minecraft?
No.
No, you're past a noob now. What are you? Are you a regular Minecraft dude now?
Yeah. Pro.
Oh, pro. All right. Well, get it here. You can wear this for good luck.
No.
All right. Get over there and build that wall, sir.
Okay. I already did.
Oh, done. That's what happens when you have the Great Wall of China in Minecraft. Done. Okay. There is one word that gets my heart going pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, and it is the word set. Okay, because that means that's the word you watch for here at Shop LC, because that means you get the whole combo. It's like supersize. It's like you get the whole combo at the movies. It's like you get everything and the milk duds. Okay. Yes. All right, you're going to take home the earrings and the pendante, which will fit on any chain you have in your wardrobe, and, of course, the stunning ring. Now, the ring is going to be about the size of a half carat, so very understated and very elegant and just fun to wear. But you also get, and here's the thing, this is such a great size on the earrings. And these little earrings have a wonderful design feature I'm going to show you right now before I put them on, because when I put them on, I probably won't take them off. You see that setting? Is that showing up okay, DJ?
Yes, it's looking good.
Okay, thank you. That setting, okay, that particular setting where it's sort of shaped like this little V shape, we call that the martini glass setting. Okay, so think about an old school sort of martini glass. Okay, that's got that little bit of a tapered shape to it. And believe it or not, there's a little method to that technique. And what it means is when you put this in your ear, it means that instead of the earring setting being shaped like this, so you normally would notice a little bit of the setting, because the setting tapers like this, it really brings the center stone out and forward while it sits down nice and low, and you don't really notice much of the metal. It really puts the solitaire in the spotlight, which makes your earring just sizzle. Now, here's the thing. This is a great starter set, but I want you to understand that there's a set that you need to get with this that we don't have in the show today, but it's 3 pairs of Moissanite stud earrings in sterling silver, and I can tell you something, I recognize them because I own them, okay? I own them. You're going to get the earring and the studs and the pendant, and if you just love a more petite earring, you put them on and you're done. If you want a little extra Moissanite sparkle bling bling, you go back on Shop LC or you call Personal Shoppers and you get the 3-piece combo of earrings, which are small, medium, and large, and you can stack for days. But look at this. Okay, we're at $69.99. Now, this is the combo that you get for every granddaughter, every niece. Maybe this is the one for that special person. And here's the thing. I want to be really clear about this, okay? This does not look like $70. I've been to the mall within the last week, and I just walked through the fashion jewelry area. And here's one of the biggest differences. We start from, we give you a head start right away. You know why? We're not at the mall. We don't have commercial retail rental space. We don't have lights and display cases and carpet and music, and we don't have all that stuff. We are frugal by design, and that's why we're able to bring these. We don't have celebrity endorsements. In our world, our family and friends, you are our celebrities. And look at that design. You would spend, if you could find just that earring for $69 set in sterling silver, yes ma'am, you have an amazing scoop on your hands. But this is the set. You get the solitaire, you get the earrings, and you get the pendant. Now let's talk savings. 16. How many of these do we have? You said 49?
42.
Oh, 42. $69.99. I'm going to round it to 70. 70. 20% means you save $17.50. And I'm rounding, so I'm rounding up that penny, so yours might be a penny different here or there. $52.50, DJ, which means this still meets the $50 free shipping threshold.
Nice.
Yes. So $52.50, and then on top of that, 4 budget pays. $13. $13 and change gets them home. And I'm not talking earrings. I'm talking earrings and the ring and the pendant. The only thing that you'll have to do extra is you'll have to grab a chain, but chances are you have a chain, little sterling silver chain, little stainless steel chain, fits fabulous on this piece. I know. These are going to sell out, Lisa says. Yes, they are. They're absolutely gorgeous. And you can buy the ring in your size. We have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 available. And sometimes when you're talking about a solitaire like this, normally my ring size is 8, but sometimes I'm able to get a size 7 on. So you don't have to worry about that. It's beautiful. We've got lots of pieces that you can stack and layer with this. And just for the sake of showing it off, if you wanted to just add a sterling silver band, I mean, goodness gracious, that's one of the most classic bridal looks in the whole wide world, a solid band and a single solitaire. That is spectacular. We are bringing common sense back to jewelry like never before. Common sense value, honest prices, beautifully well-made pieces. You can trust this process. You can rely on this process. When you need to give a gift of significance and you want to save money doing it, this is the place of reliability. And we do that. Wash, rinse, and repeat over. Now, 42 of these are all we have. I don't have I don't have a dashboard to see how quickly these are selling out, but there are 42 of these. You know, if you look at your Christmas list, or your holiday gift giving list, because I know it's not just Christmas. If you look at all those folks that you want to give gifts to, this is one of those moments where you say to yourself, you know what? My niece is getting married next year. She's going to need a couple of thank you gifts for her bridesmaids. You know what? My granddaughter's having a baby shower. I'd like to give a pair of these to her mom, just for putting on the baby shower, and maybe the gals that are coming in and helping out for that. This is a wonderful thank you gift. I mean, $13 and change on budget pay and no interest, and we're going to ship them out to you right away. There's also Secure Shield available on these, I think, behind the scenes, so you can check that as well. If you'd like to make sure you've got a little extra insurance on these, check out the Secure Shield program. It's really easy. You just add it when you're checking out, so check that out as well. But you get the earrings, you get the pendant, you get the ring in your size. It's not one size fits all. It's sizes that are built to fit. So you get this in the size that you need and go for it. We've got some really beautiful, let's see, we don't have any of them today, but we have some beautiful little bands that are shaped like a little V shape. We call them sometimes a wishbone or a chevron. So the little V-shaped band. And boy, this ring would fit into that kind of silhouette perfectly. A little V shape on either side. And you've gone from everyday glamorous to, weekend fancy, big event fancy. $13 and change. 42 of these. Type it in right now. Shop 10 and get yourself to Shop LC. See what the difference is. You'll never know until you get it home. You can watch us for hours and hours and hours and over and over and over. But until you get this home and you put it in your hand, you don't understand and appreciate the tangible difference between Shop LC and everybody else. We're not just a place where the designers come through and now it's brand A and brand B and brand C and brand D. This brand, DeJoy, that's a Shop LC brand. And you know why we have the Shop LC brand of DeJoy? Because those pieces are in sterling silver. They're by our design team. They've got beautiful high design and they're very well styled. We make the mountings. We set the stones. We bring it all under one roof and we get rid of the middleman process. We get rid of the regular retail process and we just focus all that savings on what can we do for the customer every single time. So thank you for enjoying that. But there's probably less than 40 of those now. And if you want to multi-buy on this, if you want to get 3 or 4, oh my gosh, that budget pay. Okay, so this is September, October, November. You'll make your last payment on those in December. And by the time January rolls around, you're ready for a refreshing beverage with a big chunk of pineapple. And well deserved. All right, that one is Shop 10, and we didn't have a lot of those to go around, but we did have 40 of them, so go for them. And if you're looking for a great chain for this, ask your personal shoppers to tell you about the deal that we have right now on a little chain called a Brilliantina. It's amazing. Really, really amazing. So check that out as well. All right, listen, thank you so much for joining us. You can catch the live streams now on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. And the live stream shows happen every day. There are 4 a day. We've got one at 10, one at 2, one at 4.
6.
Okay, 10, 2, 6, and 8, right?
Correct.
Okay, 10 and 2, and then 6 and 8. 10, 2, 6, and 8. I still live in a little bit on Dr. Pepper time, so I'm expecting that 4 to be in there, but it's all gone. It's all gone. Okay, now we just did the ring for this pendant. So is there a bundle and save happening out there?
Let's see.
Oh, yes. Bundle and save. All right, $169 and $169. Now, we did the price savings on this, and I'm going to do it again for you. So if you bundle and save, you save an extra 10%, okay? Let me just get this. Where is it? Okie dokie. There you go. Bundle and save. And it's exactly the same. I'm going to show them to you here in just a second. $170. 25% equals minus 170 because that's going out the door. 127.50. Okay. 127.50. So $128 is what this is during the show. But here's how this works. Here's how bundle and save works, okay? If you take 170, I'm rounding up a penny, 170 plus 170, 340. Then you take 10% off of that. It goes to 305. So it's 339.98. I'm just rounding up to 340 for simple math. So let's say it goes to 340. That's your bundle and save. That's your 10% buyout. That's a good deal. 10% on fine jewelry. That's a heck of a deal. So let's say 340, but you type in the code live25. So it goes down to 306 with your 10%. So 306 if you bundle and save. Then 25% off of that. Yeah, this ain't the grocery store where you only get to use one coupon. This ain't just peas and carrots, okay? These are beautiful. Oh, gosh. You can take home, and this is where it just blows my mind, okay? And your chain's included in this one, okay? So you take home the ring and the matching pendant for $229. Not okay, now hear me. Not 5 payments of $229. You're all in. If you want to just pay them off and you're done with it, it's $229. DJ, how does that make sense? I don't know. Divided by 5, it means for $46, you get that look. I'm not even going to say I'm sorry. I'm not. Because I know it and you know it and I'm going to say it. That does not like you look like you spent $46. And I'm talking about the ring and the pendant. Yes, the ring and the pendant. $46. Remember, I'm rounding up to the nearest dollar just because I don't want to mess around with all the pennies and points there because I'm afraid I'll get it wrong, and don't hold me to that. But it's 45 and change, $46. And the chain's included, 20-inch chain. Now, do we have the pendant in more than one shape? Because we had yes, we do. So we have the pendant in the baguette shape, which is just so gorgeous. We've got the cushion cut, okay, elongated cushion cut, which is super elegant. Very, very, very luxurious on that cut. And then we have the pear shape as well. And Lisa said earlier, she said, oh gosh, never seen a cut like that. You know why you've never seen a cut like that? Because you would have to have, if this were a diamond, okay, you would have to have a massive chunk, a massive piece of rough in order to whittle it down to these specifications. This is not an easy piece to cut because you're very rarely going to get rough that's in that shape. So what is priority number one for any gemstone cutter is to save as much of that weight as possible because value is so connected to weight. So every cutter has 2 jobs: save as much weight and make it look as good as you can for the biggest return. And when you're talking about moissanite, when you're talking about a material that comes from the lab, a man-made process, but it still identifies exactly as its natural counterpart, losing a little bit of that extra rough in the cutting process is not a big deal. So it becomes worth it to cut away to make the stone really, really gorgeous and unique. This is going to be shop 11. So you can do shop 11 with the pendant and it'll automatically allow you to bundle with the ring, which is going to be shop 9. So 11 and 9. Oh my gosh. Woo. Now the regular price on this is $159, which is still, that's just such a good deal. The regular price is right now on clearance. And here's how we got to your incredible savings on that. We took your clearance price and then we took 25% off of that. And then we bundled and saved. Yes, we did. Bundled and saved so that you could get an extra 10% off of the both of them. So enjoy, and please grab a screenshot of get dressed up. Show off. Okay. Post a beautiful selfie wearing that, at Shop LC VIP page on Facebook. We are about 6,000 strong, and we love to have as many of you out there as possible jumping in on that because it's a really great format. It's a really great community. Okay. Coming up next, we're going to keep the glamour going. We're going to keep the glamour happening. And this one is probably going to be in a couple of different shapes as well, I'm betting. You've got an option on this on the website for a 360-degree view, not just a static shot. So I love that because you can move your mouse around and kind of get the ins and outs and see all the nooks and crannies. But it doesn't take long to fall in love with this one. I mean, that pear shape in the center. You know what I just noticed too? I just realized I have not used my official sizing dime for the whole show. Sorry. But yeah, so beautiful compact size on that. Very, very wearable. I'm looking through. I think you can see that. But very wearable on that. Let me just hold it like this then. There we go. Very wearable. It's going to be size-wise, it's going to be about 3/4 of an inch top to bottom. Okay, so top to bottom, shoulders to point, about 3/4 of an inch. And it's going to be about 1/2 an inch. That's usually the correct ratio, 2 to 3. But beautiful. A little bit of moissanite on the shoulders, just a little bit for super elegance there, kind of a French pavé on that, but the center stone just is gorgeous. So stinking pretty. All right, 5-star review. We're at $649 as the start price on this one, which is very conservative. Your carat weight altogether is 2.65 carats, and you've got 2 gorgeous moissanite halos. And the French pavé setting on the side means you've got that little bit of shape, and then the little prongs are actually built into this design, and they come back in and finish up. Classic prong setting here. You've got the V-shaped point on the tip, which adds a little bit of extra safety and security. Secure shield. If you're tough on your jewelry, get secure shield. You can add that at checkout. It's a wonderful 2-year insurance policy. Really beautiful taper on the back, so it's nice and comfortable on the hand. So even though it's a little bit more of an elevated look, it's definitely everyday wearable. And easily, this is an either or. Easily a great addition if you want to have some switch up and some change in your bridal look for the left hand, but a wonderful and balanced piece for the right hand as well. Let's talk savings. This one is shop 12, 180 times 25% means today and for the next 48 hours, special show price on this, you save $45. Okay, minus, and I'm rounding up, so it's going to be a little penny different here and there. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I got that wrong. 180. Should be 180. Hold on. I got it wrong. Oh, $45. Okay. Hold on. 135. This is why I just love these. I mean, ladies, we have never been in the driver's seat more than we are today. Okay, 4 budget pays on that, divided by 5. Oh my gosh, 5 budget pays of $68. 5 budget pays. No, that's not right. Is that right? 5 budget pays? No.
5 budget pays.
But no, it's not $68. I got it wrong. Hold on. 180. I got it wrong. Hold on. 180 equals 135 divided by 5. Yeah, $27. So your budget pay, your non-live stream everyday budget pay is $36. Are you kidding me? $1 a day for that look? $1 a day for 5 months? Yes, please. But it goes down to $27, less than $1 a day for 5 months, and it's yours forever and always. Set in beautiful, gorgeous sterling silver with rhodium on top of that. I'll tell you something. When you go out in the sun, make sure you wear your sunglasses for the first time, because this one is going to take your breath away. That's what moissanite does. The dispersion on this, the sparkle factor, it just in the studio lights, the simple lighting that we have here for live stream, they look amazing. But when you take this out, this is one of the most light-loving gemstones you will ever see. And there's just something so rich about the way that this sparkles. All right, that one is shop 12. We've got a few more pieces to get through during the show. We're going to get you there right now. Do we have the pendant next?
We do, yes.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Gentlemen's. DJ, you need this in your life, sir. Going to be doing that one pretty soon. Ladies, you might be able to wear this one too. Okay, bundle and save. Bundle and save. If you don't learn anything on the live stream except bundle and save. And you know what? Bundle and save is only available online and during the live stream. So you don't have that opportunity if you're watching the regular show. It's a limitation of our software, unfortunately. And I'm telling you, it's just another way that you might want to say, okay, I'm just going to shop online and shop often. Okay, this one is also going to get you right down to a budget pay of $27. Okay, $180 is where we should be on this one, which means a $36 budget pay, but your live stream savings is happening right now. And look at the back of that. You just know that that is going to feel silky, fabulous, smooth on your décolleté. It is a gorgeous, gorgeous finish. That bright polish tells you everything you need to know. It's a stunningly beautiful piece, gorgeous detail. A little bit of an extra bail. That little holder at the top gives you a little extra extension. Let me bring in my ruler. So that's going to be about 3/4 of an inch top to bottom. Let me do this. Yeah, about 3/4 of an inch top to bottom. And man, oh man, that's a good looking piece. And here's the official dime, so you can see how spectacular that is. That's a keeper. It's just a really stunning piece. Your chain is included, by the way. You have a beautiful cable chain finished off with a lobster claw clasp, and the cable chain is done 20 inches, sterling silver, rhodium finish on that. This one comes down to a budget pay of $27, which means if you bundle and save, you're at $54, but you're going to save an extra 10% for bundle and save. So that means if you do the budget pay on this, you're going to save an extra $5, $6. So you're going to be at about, let's see, 54. So you're going to save $10. You're going to save $5. So your budget pay on that is going to be about, your budget pay is, just get it. I mean, seriously, just get it. Your budget pay goes down to about $49 for both of them. That's a steal. I had to rework that in my brain because it just doesn't seem right. It seems too low. It really does. So welcome to the live stream. Welcome to Shop LC. Shop low cost, shop love channel. This is where jewelry dreams become jewelry realities. And I mean that truly. I've been doing this kind of thing for a long time here at Shop LC, and I've been fascinated, captivated, mesmerized by beautiful gemstones and jewelry for most of my life since I was a little teeny tiny girl, and goodness knows that was a long time ago. But boy, you just get so much value here at Shop LC, and the way that you see it for yourself. And I get it. I'm a skeptic at heart. I'm like, oh yeah, what's the catch? I'm that girl. Oh yeah, tell me about it. I'm that girl. But once I break it down and once I understand it, and it's hard to understand this process because we are an outlier. I don't know anybody else that's able to do what we're able to do. Our own manufacturing facility, global production, 2 sister stations in the UK, 1 sister channel in Germany. And on top of all that, anytime you make a purchase, we provide a meal for a hungry kiddo. And now the US audience, the UK audience, the Germany audience, all of y'all have helped us deliver over 100 million meals to hungry kiddos. Our goal in life is to fight childhood hunger. That's what we want to do. We work very closely with Akshaya Patra at our home office in Jaipur, our home city, the Pink City, and also with No Kid Hungry here in the U.S. And both of those organizations tailor their giving practices and protocols to the needs of each individual community. It's a really wonderful thing. But 100 million meals, I mean, it started as a dream, but man, you all are really helping us make a serious dent in childhood hunger. So thank you for that. More information about that program, your purchase feeds, is available at shoplc.com. But thank you on a Monday. Thank you very much. We never forget what the main focus is. Okay, DJ. Coming up next, I'm telling you something. It doesn't really matter. I hope one of the things that you've realized is that, here at Shop LC, the last thing that we want you to have is what I call it shopping, visual fatigue. And that's where you get to the point eventually where you think, oh gosh, it all looks the same. And there is some truth to that because, every year there's a certain style hits the runway, and you see it in clothing. Or shoes? Is it going to be a chunky stacked heel? Is it going to be flat? What is it going to be? Even if you go back and you've got a pair of jeans and you've owned just a simple pair of jeans for a number of years, and now it's finally time to get another pair, and you go back to that particular manufacturer. Goodness gracious, that style is gone. It retired at the end of the year. But what we bring for you at Shop LC is a wealth of design knowledge that doesn't just follow the trend. Okay. Oh, you can believe we're going to bring you the trends for sure, but we're also going to give you lots of classics, and that's exactly where this one falls. The workmanship on this is gorgeous. This is a beautiful design that is definitely going to give you that great Gatsby look, and it's all done in moissanite. And you've got this back and forth kind of setting. Remember earlier we saw those baguettes kind of set on an angle. That's a very bold thing to do. It would be just the easy way to just line them up like little train cars, like every other design you see out there. But this is a very high-end design that you would expect to see in a big luxury retailer. And then you've got some very significant full-cut round brilliance that go all the way around. So when you change up the arrangement of the stones, you're changing up the arrangement of the facets of each stone, and you're changing up the way that light hits those stones. So you're changing the way the stones sparkle back when you wear them. That's why it's so breathtaking to see a piece like this. I'm just going to unclasp this. This is built in, so it's kind of a semi-collar style. It will fit you right exactly where it needs to fit you. And let me just show you this. Each one of these, look at how flexible this is. Each one of these has a little pin. So each one of these has this amazing connectivity so that you get that level of flexibility as you wear it. And that's important because you know what? We don't all have the same, we're not all the same put together. You know, everybody's built a little bit different. Everybody's chassis ain't the same, if you know what I'm saying. They'll talk a little car talk to you. But just look at this. And then it's got kind of that sweetheart design. So if you're wearing something that's a little more dramatic on the neckline, you're wearing something with a little bit more of an open design, or you're just showing off a little more of the neckline there. This is amazing. Now, it also looks fantastic if you're going to wear it as an overpiece. And what do I mean? If you're going to wear, can you imagine that solid black turtleneck or mock turtleneck, and you simply wear this over as a collar? You could wear it up a little bit higher if you wanted. But this is going to be 18 inches to 20 inches because you've got a wonderful extender on the back as well. But gosh, this is fancy. Oh my goodness. Now, there are designers and places out there where you can get incredible, complicated designs that are beautiful, but I want you to hear me out on this, okay? And they're just, crystals and brass. That's A-okay. I do not care about it. I want you to have what you want to have. But when it comes to a silhouette like this, it's incredible. It's just absolutely stunning. $349. This has a 5-star review. There's a little video of this as well online. Type in shop 14 in the comment section down below, and we'll send you a link to go back and look at this online. Remember, when you type in shop 14, you're not buying it. You're just looking. You're saying, tell me more. And hats off to the team behind the scenes that take all the pictures, do all the styling, and do their absolute best to give you a set of photographs that show you the story and of what it is and how you might imagine wearing it in your collection. Let's talk about saving 25%, okay? Let's talk about saving 25%. Your savings on this is $87 right now. That's a 48-hour window to get in and grab it. Okay, so $87. This goes down to $262. $262. I'm going to bring it in nice and close so you can see what it looks like all on display there because it is incredibly beautiful. You wear this to somewhere for that holiday party, people won't even know who you are. You'll just be the lady in that necklace. And, believe it or not, there are folks that don't know about moissanites, okay? So it's still kind of the new kid on the block. Many people are going to look at this and they're just going to assume King's ransom. Who are you? I want to go outside in the parking lot, look for the Bentley. Want to go look for the Rolls because it's got that kind of look and feel to it. But it's just really common day practicality. So you're at $263 before we slice and dice into 5 budget pays.
Get back, Becky, and take it to the bathroom.
Oh, thank you. Okay. That means $53 on the budget pay. It is a stunningly beautiful piece of jewelry. And when you look at the wearability options, now I'm just wearing a plain black. I knew we were going to do sparkles today, so I'm going to wear this at 18 inches for you, just so you can get a visual. And then we'll do it at 20 inches as well. But the look and the feel on this is, oh my goodness. You good? Okay, good job. Thank you. Came back to get the badge so you can get back in. All right, see you in a bit. Oh gosh. Anybody else out there, a grandma? Let me hear from you. I'm a Gigi. That's what he calls me. Okay, let me just, without a mirror, I'm just going to try and get the reflection going in there. Okay, so 18 inches. And if it says 18 inches, just for reference, if you find your collarbone notch, this is usually going to be 16 or 17 inches. Then you put 2 fingers there, and that's going to be about 18 inches. So you can sort of guesstimate where it's going to fall on your neckline. But this is one of those pieces that you just get home, and you go and you fling open the doors of your closet, and you just spend the next half hour playing dress up, because this is that piece that makes you look and feel like a princess. I mean, you do feel like the ruler of the realm when you're wearing this piece. But, you know, and it's one of those pieces too that it looks rich because it is so beautifully styled. And that's because you see these details. Now, you see the little sterling silver beads. Guess what? Those are prongs. So somebody has to sit down, first of all, and notch each prong, apply pressure to set each stone, and then go back with a little finishing tool and round off all of the prongs. So it's a pretty complicated process. TJ, could I ask you how many stones are in this piece? Because you're looking at an incredibly complicated piece. There it is. Let's see. So one big pear shape, 1147. Okay, keep going, 1147. So you're looking at about 60 stones altogether. About 60 stones. So somebody has to sit down and set each one of those. I mean, the setting on these, the workmanship on this, the way that the undergallery, the secondary behind the scenes layer is added, and that's an extra construct, extra production, extra silver, extra platinum, extra time. It adds so much longevity to the lifespan of the piece. And honestly, you see many pieces like this with just a completely open undergallery. But we've finished this off just with really impeccable quality. Okay, your budget pay on this is $53. It'll be a little bit less than that. That is a 48-hour price. Go back to the website, type in shop 14, and Shop LC, I think, when it comes to beautiful jewelry pieces, this is the place where you can, you have the freedom to dream. Because, you know, in many instances, we're just window shopping. And you know in your heart of hearts that you're never going to go back to that luxury store, and it goes really beautifully with this, which we had earlier in the show. Not exactly the same setting, but a little bit of the same inspiration style. But you can dream here, because sooner or later we're going to have the piece that gives you that dream jewelry experience. And this is the place where I like to call it the all skate. We have something in this collection, in our vault, for every price point. And I mean, think about the set that we did earlier. And this is not just something that you throw in at the last minute because you didn't know what to get. And you're sort of like, okay, well, I'm not really even excited about giving that because I'm not so happy about that. But that's all my budget would allow. You know, that little bit of, oh, okay, I'm just going to get you a gift certificate and be done with it. Here, go have a pizza. Happy holidays. Happy Merry. Those days are over for you as a gift giver. You are now in the driver's seat. You have beautiful pieces which you can celebrate. I mean, oh my gosh. Can you imagine if you're walking down the aisle, or you're participating in a pageant, or you need to make that killer presentation in front of the company, or you just really want to rock the holiday party, whatever. You don't even have to have a reason. You can say, you know what, my reason for buying that was I loved it and I could afford it. That's what we do at Shop LC. Welcome to Beautiful Jewelry and Common Sense. Okay, this is Shop 14, so thank you for getting in on this. Did you make it back okay? Yeah? Okay, he's in. The badge worked. Mission accomplished. Thank you all. Happy Labor Day. This is a wonderful holiday when we really, it's designed to celebrate the folks that work for a living. And that's me and that's you. And no shame. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right. We're moving on. We're moving and grooving. We got a couple of extra pieces to get through. We are going to be bringing you, oh my gosh, look at this. I'm not sure if that's described as a gentleman's ring or not, but I'm going to tell you what. If there's a size 9 in that, I just want to have to get that. I just want to have to get that. Okay. Here we go, my friends. Thank you all for joining us. Remember, you can catch the live streams 4 times a day now. 1 at 10, 1 at 2, 1 at 6, and 1 at 8. So if you happen to be a morning, early afternoon gal or guy, or an evening, I'm going to see what's going on, gal or guy. 1 at 10, 1 at 2, 10 and 2, right? Yeah, 10 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then 1 at 6 and 1 at 8.
Yes.
Which is really crazy because 6 and 8 is back to back. But there's a break between 10 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
So 10 to 12, and then 2 to 4,
Mm-hmm.
and then 6 to 8, and 8 to 10. So the 2 in the evening are back to back. So it's a little bit different there. But, oh my goodness gracious. Okay. Now, we're calling this a men's ring for sure. And usually there are 2 things that separate what we would consider label a men's ring and a ladies' ring. Number 1 are going to be the sizes that are offered. And number 2 is going to be the overall profile or silhouette of a piece. Men's rings here at Shop LC usually start at 9 and they'll go up to usually 13 or 14. Although I have seen, I've purchased gentlemen's rings, because the other thing that I really love about them is the fact that they are low profile. Look at that. That is so cool. But the moissanite in the middle, I mean, this is 6.3 carats, and I'm going to bet that center stone is 5 carats, DJ. We'll check it out in just a second. This is done in sterling silver with rhodium on top of that. The center stone is, let's see. Let me see.
So just put it together.
What is it?
Yeah.
12 millimeters is the center stone. So you could probably just look at that and see. But I'm going to guess that center stone is probably 5 carats easily. 12 millimeters, just fierce with the way that's cut. And again, get this out in the sunlight. And gentlemen, I don't care where you're sitting in the bleachers, the umpire is going to call you out and say he might throw you out of the game for distracting the batter. These are amazing. And the metal weight on here is quite substantial. I love this design. There are many, many designers who have used this beautiful, sleek, high-polished design, that slight dome design throughout the years, and it is iconic. It looks very luxurious. It's a very, almost a bespoke piece. It looks like maybe you even had somebody build this for you. The under gallery gives you lots of strength and lots of comfort as well. A very big old band on the back. And here it's very comfortable. It's not very wide, but boy, look at the width of that metal. So much metal. Okay. And ladies, you could easily wear that. I'm just saying, if one of those sizes fits you and you want to grab it, just go for it. A lot of times we'll say, oh, well, you can have it resized. I'm going to tell you, I never have anything sized. I just either buy my size or I don't get it, because sizing out there in the world of retail is expensive. A lot of times it's more to size it than I even paid for the piece. So I just get the piece I like. I'm more of the find a finger, make it fit sort of mentality. So I buy the closest that works for me, and then I just make it fit. Sometimes it's here, sometimes it's there. And I've got to be kind of superstitious about it, because I kind of feel like the one that I get is the one I was supposed to have, if you know what I mean. Okay, let's talk about savings on this one. This one is $199. It has 12 5-star reviews. DJ? 12 5-star reviews. But let's talk about savings, okay? First of all, I thought that was going to be $349. Okay, seriously, there's a lot of sterling silver, and that's a huge chunk of sparkle. And then on top of that, you got all the halo that goes all the way around the darn thing. Okay, $199. I can do this math. 25% means that you save $50. Yeah, it goes down to $150. And then your budget pay divided by 5 takes it down to $30. It's $1 a day. $1 a day. Leo, do you like this one? He's like this. Oh, he's like, yeah, he does. Okay, $1 a day. Are you even kidding me? That is amazing. So you're saving $10 on each one of those budget pays. We're going to ship it out to you right away. Now, let me just tell you, if you've grown up shopping regular retail, it's a soul crushing experience. And I used to work regular retail, and for the longest time, I worked in the cutest place, and I could not afford one single stinking thing in those cases. I wanted to own them, and I kept saying, oh gosh, life happens. You got to get the tires rotated and change the oil, and the price of potatoes it changes. And then there's another fundraiser at school, and now it's Halloween, and it's time to buy, candy corn and outfits, and there's just something always. Now it's the fundraiser at school, and you got to buy those world chocolates. I mean, there's something that comes up all the time. And so we have shaved down our expectations of what we can afford. Oh, that's really beautiful, but it's not in my price range. I'll take a look at the smaller one. And so we have become sort of conditioned to believe that we can't afford a bigger look. Now I'm just throwing that out there. Okay. I'm just telling you my experience. Okay. I'm a daughter, a sister, an auntie, a great aunt, a grandma, I'm all those things, which means I've been doing this for a while. And my journey along the path has been, that's been for me. When I realized that I could afford something a lot bigger, I was like, heck yeah, I'm going to get that big. I want that big one over there. Yeah. Because it's so well made. It's so well made. This is not a cheapy ring. One of those squeeze it until it fits, pinch your finger, but it looks really great pieces. This is one of those pieces that says, you know what? I want the best table in the house. This says box seats. This says, eagle's nest, wherever you are up there. But they're just really fantastic. So don't miss out on this. It's $150. If you get this now, let me just tell you something. This is how crazy this is. If you bought this right now and you just stashed it away and you just waited for the Father's Day, the birthday, the whatever day, this would be fabulous. And, if you are a gentleman who wears jewelry frequently, the value on this is unbeatable. But the other side of that coin, if you're a gentleman who only wears jewelry occasionally, why would you spend $1,300 on a piece that you're going to leave around in the dresser in your closet? That's it. I mean, and ladies, you could wear it until he does. It's gorgeous. Oh my gosh. That is so stunning. Okay, we've got a few other pieces to get through before we wrap up the show. $150 is the budget pay. Shop 15. It's the only gentleman's ring we had in the whole show, so I really hope that you're going to get in on that. It's just amazing. And we do have Secure Shield available on these during checkout. That's that little insurance policy that will give you an extra 2 years of worry-free wear and maintenance if you need it. So I love that. Okay, 2.6 carats. You've got a round center stone, but you also have the opportunity to get this in a couple of colors. This is the Celestial Halo ring in rhodium over sterling silver. Right now, it's at $139. We're going to give you a very quick math calculation that'll save you the extra 25%. So let's just do that. $139.90. Oh, let me just go to $140 times 25% for a $35 savings. Okay, which brings it down to $105. And we're going to divide that by 4. Yes, we are. Divided by 4 means 26 and change. So you're saving about $9 on every budget pay. There are 4 budget pays, which means September, October, November, December. By the time you are waltzing into the holiday parties, hugging everybody's neck and bringing in the cookies and all the candied pecans and all that good stuff, by the time you're making the holiday rounds, this is paid for. It's a lifetime of sparkle. It's a lifetime of brilliance. It's absolutely gorgeous. And they're all moissanites, every single one of them. precision cut, 2.5 times more dispersive, more sparkle, more dance, more eyeball brilliance than any other gemstone out there, white, pink, purple, otherwise. This one is the top of the heap when it comes to dispersion, and it is noticeable. It is very, very gorgeous. All right, that is a $26 but $27 budget pay. That's less than $1 a day. You can buy the mounting for that. I'm just telling you. I know that sounds, that's the truth. You could not buy the mounting for that. And it's got 7 reviews with an average of 4.9 on the rating. All right, DJ, which one do you want to do next? You want to do, can we do this little pendant?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Oh, the yellow gold one?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, now, I love this because it's got a little sneaky snake. So I'm going to show you the back side because there you can really see the little snake right there in the middle. And look at this. So it's kind of like a little sneaky snake. And the snake, for many throughout history, many times is a protector. It's a guardian. It's a protector of royalty and knowledge and kings. Now, this is very fancy. It's 18 inches, 18 karat vermeil yellow gold on top of rhodium. And I suspect that you could wear it at 18 or 20 because of that little, I was going to say suspenders, extender. But this snake and the moissanite all together, and you've got, those are big moissanites. You know that, DJ?
That's pretty cool.
It is really pretty big. Look at that. That's a really nice piece. And I liked how you've got the kind of like the horseshoe or the 3/4 moon kind of design, and then the snake kind of curls around it, just very subtle. And then his little head is peeking out right there. I have a bunch of chameleons in the garden in the morning glory, and they sort of do the same thing. They kind of poke their head out and say, "Hey, I'm here. Send me some flies." Okay, 25% means you save $22.50. Wow. Okay, minus 90 equals, goes down to $67.50 divided by 3. $22.50 on the budget pay. Is that right? Yes, it is. $22.50 on the budget pay, which means you save about $7 on each one of those budget pays. That's substantial. And it's a fun piece. Again, this is not something that you see every day in every store. It's kind of disheartening, isn't it? When you walk through the stores, all the stores in the mall, this wing and that wing and that wing, and everything just kind of looks the same. You know, this is where you come when you want variety and value, and you just want to have fun picking out things that are different and unique, and they have so much style and design because they're made to be appreciated and loved. We know that this is more than a piece of jewelry. You're going to give this to somebody, even if you're just giving it to yourself. You're giving it to yourself or your loved one because you love it and it's different. Or maybe you're marking a particular holiday or a particular anniversary. We're the luckiest people in the world here. We're in the business of celebrating. I mean, our logo, De Joy, sort of says it all. This is an industry of celebration, remembering, and of course, joy through every single event. All right, DJ, does that wrap it up?
Pretty much.
All right, my friends, I will be back at 2 p.m. with a great lineup as well. So remember, the live stream library is accessible 24/7 at shoplc.com. So you can check that out. And my name is Becky Booker. I'm part of the regular host team here. You can usually catch me on the Night Owl shows. But in the meantime, have some lunch, and I'll see you right back here at 2 p.m. That is a very cool design.
That's pretty cool. I agree.
Okay, Leo.